be on Cybersecurity Policy, Ethics and Law by Mrs. Jayanti Rani, Judge High Court Bench, Madurai. To commence this today's program, I am delighted to invite Dr. R. Ratnavalli, Academic Director, Department of Computer Application, to invite and welcome Mr. Nelson Kolenderaj to today's session.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Ratnavalli. It's my honor to introduce our esteemed speaker, Mr. Nelson Kulenderaj, sir. Mr. Nelson Kulenderaj serves as the Vice President and Global Head of Bhavan Cybertech Solutions, with over 28 years of experience in the information technology and services industry, and he has been at the forefront of driving digital information, innovation, and delivering cutting-edge solutions to global clients. His expertise spans various domains, including cybersecurity, disaster management, and sustainability strategies. Okay, Ms. Nelson has a distinguished career, having held leadership roles across industry giants such as Satyam, Tech Mahindra, Capgemini, and Adalin. Currently, he is a part of the executive leadership team at Bhavan Cybertech, where he continues to drive innovation and deliver operational excellence. His global perspective spans regions like the USA, UK, Denmark, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, and India. Nelson has spearheaded large-scale transformations initiatives, including consulting, product implementation, application development, and managed services. Mr. Nelson's visionary leadership and strategic interventions have led to the significant improvements in operational efficiency, cost transformation, intelligent automation, adaptation, and digitization. His efforts have been instrumental in achieving delivery excellence. Throughout his career, Mr. Nelson has received several prestigious awards recognize his exceptional contributions to leadership. These include Ignited Innovation Award, Toastmaster Award for his leadership and communication skills, a Standing Ovation Award for his outstanding performance and impactful contributions to the IT industry. And recently, he received Indian Achievers Award by the Indian Achievers Forum, honoring his achievements in technology and business excellence. In addition to his business acumen, Nelson is passionate about learning and development. He has dedicated over 5,000 hours to industry and academia connect initiatives and enjoys volunteering for student and faculty enablement programs. His commitment to continuous learning is reflected in his certifications. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Nelson, sir. Mr. Nelson Kulenderaj will deliver insights on formulating sustainable safety strategies, sharing his expertise on establishing robust frameworks that align with the objectives of the FDP to enhance awareness and preparedness in cybersecurity and disaster management. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Nelson Kulenderaj. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this wonderful introduction, and it's my honor and privilege to be a part of this excellent event organized by your esteemed organization. I know I have been delivering sessions for university students, faculties, across the country, and this is another opportunity for me to share my thoughts and views on this very, very important topic. I really want to congratulate the team behind this event and choosing the right topic, which is very, very relevant in today's world, with lots of innovative solutions happening around and lots of disruptions happening around the world, especially on the tech side of the world. It is very important that both the students as well as the faculty members understand the impact and the profound challenges we are facing in front of us, and how well we can prepare ourselves and also our talents and student community to face the real world. That is a preface about this session. I will try to spend about 40 minutes for the session, and then I will open up for any questions and comments that you would have. I would be happy to answer your questions, and I've been in the industry, IT industry, so I know what exactly we are looking forward from the industry perspective, and also what we expect that the students to know when they come to the industry, right? We always say that corporate to campus, or sorry, campus to corporate, right? When they come to the corporate world from the campus meaning the college, universities, and what do they know? What do they need to understand to face the real world? With that context, let me now share my presentation and start running. You can stop me at any time, and if you have any questions, please feel free to now stop me and ask me any kind of questions. I believe all the participants are faculty members, or do we have students also there?
A mix of faculty members, PhD students, and research scholars.
Students also there, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, very good. That is good. Okay. Let me see if that now screen sharing goes through well. Sometimes it gives a hard time. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So this is about sustainable safety strategies in IT solutions and services. It's very important for us to understand what are the solutions that we are offering and also the services, right? Solutions is all about the products that you will give. For example, if you want to roll out an ERP product or ERP solution, we call that as IT solution, and then we have to support that solution over a period of time, and then you might want to add more features, more more modules, more functionalities that all come under services. Okay, the solutions is first time, one time implementation kind of thing, and then the supporting and maintaining and enhancing falls under the services. I have put another caption for that: preparing future IT leaders for responsible innovation. That is very very important in today's world, because if we don't innovate, if we don't do disruptions, we will be kind of displaced. It's very simple. If you are not disruptive, you will be displaced wherever we are, whatever may be the industry we are in. We may be in manufacturing industry, we may be in supply chain industry, or we may be in the education sector. Even there we need to have disruptions. Even there we need to have innovation to happen continuously, otherwise we will be displaced. That's why I have a theme of preparing future IT leaders for responsible innovation under the title Sustainable Safety Strategies in IT Solutions and Services. Being in the industry for 28 years, I have seen the complete evolution of IT. We started way back with a single tier, two tier, and three tier, and today we are now talking about large language models. We talk about co-pilots, and we talk about robotics doing most of the work, and there are research happening as we speak today that the AGI is somewhere nearby, right? Artificial general intelligence in whatever form and shape, they are going to come and stand next to us or sit next to us sometime near future. With that in mind, with all those things happening, still can we be the society conscious? Can we be really kind of a people who will deliver sustainable solution, sustainable services? That is what we are going to look at today, right? I just want to spend some 5 seconds to read this. Right, this is the news that came in BBC way back in October 2023. They are saying that the AI industry could use as much energy as the Netherlands. Netherlands as a country, whatever energy is consumed by that country will be consumed only by the AI solutions that we are having. Right, you all know for us to run any kind of large language models or machine learning models or RAG models and all those things that we are talking about, we need to have heavy, huge compute power, right? Those compute powers, it could be a storage, it could be the regular compute, or it could be the firewalls, it could be the data, it could be the traffic between the systems, all put together. They would need an energy as if the country Netherlands will consume. That is where we are into. All right. That is where we are talking about, is this a sustainable model? Are we building safety solutions? Are we really now cognizant about the ESG impact that will happen across the globe because of all those innovations happening? I said that innovation has to happen and the disruptive solutions have to come at the same time. Are we responsible? Right? And this is another famous thing that you all would have seen, kind of all sorts of scams that is happening, right? Every day you get a phone call and you say that your phone line will be disconnected. You have sent a parcel to some country where your Aadhaar number is used, and there is a famous digital arrest, and then family members got arrested. All those things are happening. Why they are happening now in such a large scale, when magnitude is so high? Why? Because of all the technological advancement, right? Today anybody can understand about anything, and people are having so sophisticated solutions, sophisticated technology know-hows, which will now get the personally identified information also so easily. So the government is doing all sorts of measures, taking all sorts of initiatives to ensure that we as citizens don't fall prey to all these scams. That is because, as I said, today everything is available on the phone, right? It is easily available. Now, if it is 5 years, 6 years ago, if you want to know something, what's happening in the United States of America, or what is happening in the UK or in Europe, now I would need to wait for the next day a newspaper or next day update to come, or I have to call someone in those countries to understand what's happening. But today you have all those, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, where you get to know everything. Even people are talking about now Trump swearing in as a live given, and people are enjoying all those technological advancement today, and that also leads through these kind of challenges that we will face. And the question that comes to our mind is, are we leaving a livable planet to our children, to our grandchildren, right? With all these scams, with all these frauds, all those things are happening. And one end, the technology is also rising high, high, high. The bar is raised so high that now it will reach a maximum potential in terms of the accessibility, in terms of the reach, in terms of thinking power, in terms of storage, in terms of reasoning, and all those things, right? We need to strike a balance between these advancement and to leave a good society, good planet for our children, for our grandchildren. And that is what I'm going to cover in the next 30 minutes. Right? Why sustainable safety in IT matters? Because, as I said, while there are industries like now banking and financial services, insurance industry, or real estate industry, or a manufacturing industry, or an oil and gas industry, or an utilities industry, or the education industry, whatever it is, the backbone is IT. Whether we like it or not, today in this today's world in 2025, without a strong IT backbone, none of the businesses can run. Right? We will be, really, really, what to say, we live in an anxiety world if you don't have a mobile with us for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, right? That is how we are into today, right? Today, the IT is acting as a backbone for all the functions that is to happen. If a loan can be given in 3 minutes or 5 minutes, which would otherwise be taking 3 months to 4 months in the past, when you want to take a home loan today, the home loan can be given now on the fly, right? If you want to take a personal loan, you will be given the personal loan in jiffy, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. All those things are possible because of the huge IT setup, IT ecosystem that we have. So the IT plays a significant role in delivering sustainable and safety solutions, because there are growing risks. I talked about the cybersecurity threats and environmental impacts, where a country of Netherlands would be now consuming energy which will be consumed by the AI systems. And then we have lots of regulations and compliances. In India, we have DPTP and GDPR and other standards, right? And we also need to have the ethical concerns when we deliver something, right? Let us assume that I'm going to build a mobile app. If the mobile app is going to be used by the adults, the mobile app is going to be used by the senior citizens, or the mobile app is going to be used by the underage children, how are we going to manage them? How are we going to ensure that they don't fall into the trap of consuming wrong, irrelevant, and poisonous content, right? That is about the ethical responsibility. And then market trends, right? As I told, there are ever increasing need for IT services, right? Anything and everything that is, even if you set up a normal on a shop, there we use UPI payments. For that also you would need some amount of IT setup. It is not that you need to have a full-fledged server, firewall, storage, and all those things. Even a mobile that runs as an IT background, because the app runs on IT server, the app runs on a cloud, the app runs on a GPU or whatever it is, right? That is going to increase every single day. We are going to see that there are advancements happening, there are enhancements happening, and that the world is really really moving upward in consuming those services. So there are growing risks, right? And there are regulations and compliance needs, and as individuals we are responsible to deliver ethical solutions, and these all are driven by the market need, which says that there is no way that we can shy away from all these advancements. There is no way that we can ignore these and live in a siloed world. So it is very important as the faculty members, as students, or as a industry and our partners, we need to ensure that we impart the right knowledge. We have right syllabus, we have right content for our children to consume so that they become responsible, right? And let us look at the pillars of sustainable IT safety, right? Definitely, you might have heard about this zero trust today. Zero trust means if I use any services, it's absolutely foolproof. There are no threats, there are no intrusions, okay? There are no vulnerability, there is no DDoS attack and all those things. That is about zero trust. And then environment is sustainability, right? Now, how do you minimize IT's carbon footprint, right? I'll give a simple example. I have put FCR, first call resolution. We call that as first call resolution in the industry today. First call resolution means if you face a challenge, if you face a problem, if someone calls you or someone mails you about the problem, then you should be able to resolve that in the first call. That is called as first call resolution. I'm just giving an example, right? What happens, right? If you are not able to solve the problem, that person is going to call the call center or help desk again. If it is not resolved again, now you look at the impact that is happening. First of all, the customer consumer is making a call, and then the bank or any other corporation resolves the government agency receives the call and they're trying to help. What do? They are not simply responding over the call. They open their system, they look at the customer profile, they look at the instant rate raised, why it is not resolved, all those things, they look at it, and then they try to give a resolution. The issue is not resolved. Again, another call happened. Again, you are going to use your mobile or a desktop phone or whatever it is you are going to use, and again, that is going to consume energy. Again, you are going to the same help desk, same government agency, same bank or same telephone operator, concerns now raised. Again, you are talking about the same issue, same incident. Imagine this: the person on the call is going to open his laptop or desktop and going to go through every single time when you make a call. Every single time the customer support agent is open in the system, right? There is a ripple effect towards the energy consumption, right? You may have a best of the best practices, but if the system underlying systems are not now connected, the underlying systems are not integrated properly, and if the customer is going to suffer, if the citizen is going to suffer, then you are going to definitely disrupt and challenge the environmental sustainability aspects of it. Next one is resilience and continuity. Now, you all must be knowing BCP stands for Business Continuity Plan, right? If something untowards happened to a city, if something untowards happened to the state, if something untowards happened to the condition, how it is going to ensure that the systems are not down, the services are not impacted. That is what we call as business continuity plan. It is like this, right? Let us assume that we as an organization have an office in Chennai. If because of Chennai floods, Chennai rains, if the office work is disrupted in Chennai, we will be able to connect from Bangalore or Hyderabad, right? Let us assume that now for some reasons the whole country is going an outage. Then what will happen? We will be able to connect from the US, or we will be able to connect from the Middle East, or we will be able to connect from the UK or the Europe. That is the level of a business continuity plan all large corporations keep. I'm not talking about the IT companies alone. Any companies, any corporations, they will have such a kind of a business continuity plan, and it is the responsibility of the individuals who run the organization. It is the responsibility of the individuals who build such a solution, such a way that any kind of disruptions, any kind of disasters can be managed better, right? The next one is a governance and complaints. Yes, the government agencies play a major role in ensuring ethical services, ethical solutions are delivered to the individuals, to the citizens of the country. That is where we talk about legal tech and regulatory tech, right? There are lots and lots of advancements happening, lots and lots of innovations are happening on the legal tech. When I say legal tech, legal technology side of it, and also regulatory tech, right? Today, there are solutions available by looking at the contract document. When I say looking at the contract document, you give the contract document to that AI engine. It will come and easily tell these are the challenges, these are the big rock items, these are the complaints issues that will come if you sign such a contract. Right? Let us assume that now, a company, a product company comes and gives a solution to your college, right? And as part of the services, as part of the solution implementation, they will ask you to sign a contract, right? You have to go through that 100 pages, 200 pages of contract document and ensure that that's not going to create any challenge for you, that is not going to put you in any kind of situations where you have to face the legal complications, right? There are solutions available. You just upload the document, that AI engine, the AI agent will go through all the 100, 200 pages of document and clearly tell these are the classes you should not accept, these are the classes you should reject because you are an education institution, right? Same thing with the regulatory tech. For example, if you want to become a strong ESG ambassador, right, and you want to look at right solutions available in the market, there are solutions like IBM NVC. You can go and look for yourself. IBM NVC is a solution which will help you to adhere to the ESG norms of the respective countries, and that will also help you to raise the bar in terms of your ESG maturity index, right? These are the things. And last one is my famous one, that the term I coined, design to lead, user-centric design, right? You need to understand that when we render a service, or when we sell a goods or a service, or when we sell a solution, let us put that in the goods and services bucket, including the IT services, right? It will be used by the senior citizens. It will be used by the young adults, senior adults, whoever it is, right? You need to keep that in mind such a way that my solution is accessible to everyone, right? For example, let us assume that now we are running a theater, movie theater, right? How many of the movie theaters have the ramp access for the disabled people to climb easily and reach their seat, right? This is also user centric design. It's not only about the software, it can be anywhere, right? These are the pillars of sustainable IT, right? You can always look at the cybersecurity aspect, zero trust, and you can look at the first call resolution aspects in terms of environmental sustainability and business continuity plan, legal tech and regulatory tech, and last one is a design to lead. And if you look at it, environmental sustainability, it is very simple, right? Let us assume that I need to run a huge program in my campus, right? For that, you would need lots of hardware, lots of software, materials, and all those things. You can look at it, right? Now, how many of the stuffs that I'm going to use, how many of the items that I'm going to use are recyclable? All right. Even if you want to set up some kind of a kiosk, if you want to set up some kind of a portal, website, and all those things, do I need to host it in my server, or can I go to cloud? Because instead of doing it in your data center, doing it in cloud servers will be more environmental friendly, because you are not going to disrupt your ecosystem. It is there somewhere, and then it is in a shared services model. It will have less carbon footprint. These are the various ways and means that you can think about it. I have given just a framework, just examples from the real world today, but at an individual levels, as faculty members, as students, you can look at every aspects, every walk of your life, what I can do to leave a better planet for my children and my grandchildren. I will stop here for any questions and comments. Any questions, comments, please. Hope I am audible and visible. Is my voice clear? Can someone respond?
Yes, sir.
It's clear, right? Okay. Let me move to next. Now, after talking about all those now pillars, what are the strategies? There are various things that you can do, right? Adopt green IT practices. I told just now. I talked about it. Energy efficient servers and devices. Transition to renewable powered data centers. I think you might have now heard today. Most of the data centers are expected to have a certain level of ESG aspirations, right? And that is why they go through renewable powered data centers, because today the data centers need lots of cooling ecosystem, right? It might need water, it might need refrigeration, or it might need large fans, whatever it is. That is what they're saying. Transition to a renewable powered data centers. And I told you, AI driven threat detection today. All the scams, all the frauds are happening because of the advancements in the AI. We also can use similar AI solutions to identify and mitigate cybersecurity risks in real time. Today, now as we speak, I have been talking to some of the CXOs in the banking sector. They say that every day the Reserve Bank of India sends them a list of websites, list of domains, list of hashes to be banned, right? If they enter the bank network, it will hamper, it will become a threat to the banking system. So what do they do today? The system administrators look at them line by line, read through, and then go and update that in the server. There are solutions available today in the market. The moment such email comes, the AI agents, machine learning algorithm can detect which are the ones are scams and spams, and they can automatically block them. I'm sure you all must be seeing that Airtel says that Airtel detected this as a scam. Whenever some marketing calls come, it always says that a scam. How it is possible? There will be millions of calls being received by Airtel in a day, right? In a day, Airtel may be receiving now millions of calls. But then every call, if they suspect, they flag them as a spam. That is all possible because of the AI, because of the machine learning algorithms that we have now built, right? Another one is definitely very, very important. I would urge all your faculty members, all the student community to pay huge attention to these DevSecOps. You all might have heard about DevOps. The next level is DevSecOps, development security apps, right? DevOps with the security, right? Introduce security at each stage, right? The moment you try to avoid, every issue happens. The moment you try to avoid, every incident happens. Believe me, you are saving good amount of carbon footprint in the entire ecosystem. It is not that you are only solving the problem of the consumers, customers, or citizens. You are also helping meeting your green energy. You are also helping yourself to meet your ESG aspirations, right? In today's world, what we talk about, right? First of all, what we want to see. For example, let us assume that I am a customer of a certain bank A. I have a problem. I call them, they resolve it. Or let us assume that I have a problem with my property tax or my EB or my water. I call the government help center. They kind of uh, address to that, resolve it, and then they close the ticket, right? Let us come to the next level of IT side of it, right? When we provide some support, our customers will now raise a ticket incident through our help desk tool. It will come to us. We assign that to a particular subject matter expert. The subject matter expert analyzes and push that to the support analyst. The support analyst does the fix and then communicates back to the customer saying that you have reported the so and so issue. This has been successfully resolved. The highest level of maturity in these managed services, IT services, is we call as different phases. One is we aspire to ensure that no incident is raised. That's the highest level of maturity. The highest level of maturity is no incident, no trouble ticket, no problem is reported. Even if the problem is reported, the problem is automatically resolved. That is called as a self-healing, right? If a self-healing is not there, even then an issue has to come. Then what we do, we identify the issue and we automatically classify what kind of issue is it. After automatically classifying, we automatically route to the respective team. After automatically routing, we automatically recommend the SOP, standard operating procedure. After giving automatic suggestion of SOPs, we go and automatically resolve the issue. If it is not done, then only it goes to a human agent. This is all about DevSecOps. With today, the agentic frameworks, the AI agentic framework that we are having now in the industry, the development that we have, they come with various dimensions, right? One of the dimensions is this: how do you ensure that you provide a superlative experience through your IT managed services, right? That's about DevSecOps. We always say that as a culture, you should not think that as a process step that I need to take, or you should not think that that is a task that I need to take care. It has to be a culture. All right. Culture, we know what is our culture, our habits, our behavior, our activities, all put together our culture. The DevSecOps should be a culture. Next one is data privacy and ethics. Again, don't think it is a responsibility of one particular company or one particular agency. For example, you may be getting the services from AWS, or you may be getting the services from Microsoft Azure, or you may be getting the services from Google Cloud Platform. Please read those safety measures very clearly. They will say safety is a joint responsibility. You might have read it. I repeat it. They always say safety is a joint responsibility. It is Microsoft and also my own responsibility. It is AWS and also my own responsibility. That's what they say, privacy by design principles. And of course, how do we ensure that the safety measure, data privacy and ethics are taken care? Do regular audit. The last one is my favorite subject, educate and train. You have to constantly educate your team. Even the best of the best experts you have in your team, still they need to go through all those training. They need to go through all those assessments, right? It should be for the employees, students, faculty, all of you. I'm sure you all have fire drills, mock drills, and all those things that you take care, right? Same thing should be done for IT safety as well. You should see now what kind of version control mechanism that we are having, what kind of cyber security processes that we are following, right? If it is internet zone, how are we handling? If it is intranet zone, how are we handling? If it is student personal data, how are we sharing? Are we sharing it as it is, right? Are they go through any kind of APIs, or are they going through any kind of firewalls? How do we ensure that they are all safely transmitted, where the data at rest, data at transmit, both the places, they should be secured properly? How do you ensure that? That is where you should constantly educate and train your people. All right. There are hundreds and hundreds of programs available on the cyber security awareness. Now, what are phishing scam? All right. You all know they send a now email with a legitimate email ID and all those things. But you look at it, there will be a straight change. For example, if it is from SBI, they will say sbionline.com. The E may be in some other word. You will not notice that. We will get into that phishing scam. There are lots of vulnerability that is possible, because I told you, in today's world, without the IT systems in place, we will not be able to deliver any of our responsibilities. We will not be able to deliver any of the services to our customers. In such case, it is of paramount interest and paramount important for the organizations to ensure. For example, even the laptop should be secure. And if the students are using the laptop, do we have an endpoint security solution in the laptop, so that even by mistake nothing comes to your system, right? This needs to be constantly educated and constantly trained. So these are the strategies. One is adopt green IT practices, implement AI-driven threat detection so that you can detect them much in advance than they really hit you, and then promote DevSecOps as a culture. I talked about it. And then data privacy and ethics. Yes, it has to be by design, right? And you ensure that the law of the land is taken care. For example, I'm sure you must be knowing, but I just want to kind of share it again. When I was in the US, I can't carry my customer supply laptop to India. Yes, I can't carry, because they say that if you leave my land, people should not even see anything from the laptop, right? You can say that, yeah, I have an endpoint security, I have a VPN, I have everything. Still, they say no, you can't take your laptop out of the border. It means it becomes a desktop. When I was in Denmark, there is a Data Privacy Act, or Denmark Data Privacy Act. It means from India, I can't even see the applications from my screen. I repeat, when I was working in Denmark, I was managing a team. I have a set of applications, cloud services, cloud solutions running. When I'm in Denmark, Copenhagen, I can see the system, the applications, what is happening. My team can troubleshoot. My team can go and simulate that, and my team can go and deploy a solution there. The moment they move out of Denmark, they can't even see. That is a level of data protection. That is a level of data privacy practices being followed by the corporates across the world, because every single intrusion, every single vulnerability is going to cost us very, very dearly. And that is not only the money, time, and energy and effort, it is also going to impact the sustainability aspects as well, which I have explained well above and before. Okay, so there are various success stories. I can talk about one of the publicly available information. Right, as an organization, Tech Mahindra has reached a certain level of sustainability in their own practices, and they were recognized by Time Magazine. You can go and see for so many such examples available in the public domain. There are companies now getting certified in ESG index as the highest, and the green index at the highest level, and all those things. What is the motivation for the companies to do that? Because if you want to serve for certain customers, they may be enterprise customers or government customers, they will ask you, what is your ESG commitment, right? What is your commitment to reduce a carbon footprint? They will ask you, what are the standards and practices that you are following, right? If you are doing that, then you will be automatically shortlisted to come and work with me, right? They'll say, if you do these things, and if we can prove the evidences, and if we can show me the data points, then you are eligible to be part of my transformation journey. You are eligible to get any business opportunities from my side. So these are the motivations, and these are the various drivers that the corporates would need to have sustainable solutions. And it is not only about preaching. It is not about I go and talk about ESG. It's not only I go and talk about cyber security. It's not only I go and talk about data privacy and all those things. I need to follow that. I need to embed that as a culture. My company has to follow. My employees have to follow, right? My suppliers have to follow, right? I need to ensure that in this case, if you look at a Tech Mahindra supplier for another customer, right? Look at this. Tech Mahindra in this case is a supplier to another customer. For example, if you are going and buying a car, you're going to come from Maruti or a Hyundai, you are going to buy a car. You need to know what kind of sustainable practices they are following. Okay, I'm happy. I'm getting a nice car. I'm getting a nice car for the very good price. I'm happy. Whatever they do, I don't care. No, that is not about sustainable safety solutions. The sustainable safety solutions mean the entire supply chain should have that as an important parameter, right? Your supplier, your customer, your consumer, your society, all should be in tandem in terms of your ESG aspirations, and in order to give safety solutions, in order to ensure that those solutions are sustainable. Again, it's very, very important. That's why I like this topic very much. And once again, kudos to the organizing team and organizing committee. Sustainable solution. It's not about giving a solution and move on. Okay, I have done with this, I'll move on. Okay, because I came for this particular purpose, I delivered this, I move on. No, it is not about that. Sustainable means can this be maintained? I'm not saying that you do everything for free of cost. No, that is not the meaning of sustainable solution. Sustainable solution means you rolled out a solution. Is this sustainable for the next 1 year, next 2 years, next 3 years, next 5 years? How this solution will work, how the same experiences will be delivered, how the same services will be rendered, how the same quality of services will be rendered. That is called as sustainable. If not, then you will end up doing rework. You will end up doing lots of patchwork. Remember, every time you do a rework, every time you do a patchwork, every time you do an upgrade, you are going to consume some sort of energy, some sort of effort, some sort of time. Very, very clear. Right? It's very, very clear. It is not about we now taking care of our desk, cleaning the desk every day. No, it is not about that. It is about a solution which is sustainable. It could be a road, it could be a bridge, or it could be a building, right? It could be your vehicle. What if if I buy a car from a famous car manufacturer and say that every month you have to come for a service? Simple, no? Just relate that. You have a two-wheeler or you have a car, the car manufacturer or the dealer tells you that, every month you have to come to me for a service, otherwise the quality will deteriorate. Is this a sustainable solution? No, right? Because let us assume the classic example. I have a motorbike. I have to go and do a service for every month. I have to go to the station. I'm going to consume the time. I'm going to consume the fuel. I'm going to wait there. They're going to fix. They are going to charge me, and that will make some other changes. And then I have to come back, go. This is not the sustainable solution. So it is very important that you give a sustainable solution, which is also highly secure and highly safe. I will stop here for any questions and comments now because I'm pretty much done. I'm at the last leg of the presentation. Now I want to take some questions and comments before we talk about anything more. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for this informative session, sir.
Yeah.
Your speech is wonderful. Now we open the forum for question answers. The participants are encouraged to ask questions.
Please go ahead. You can ask any question, anything from the industry, anything from the cyber security, or anything from the safety aspect, anything from ESG, whatever you want to ask. Please ask. If you know, I will tell the answer. Otherwise, I will tell you later. I will say.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. My question is, for instance, if an IT organization is designing a new cloud-based solution, how can they ensure that that solution is user-centric approach and sustainable in safety measures, sir?
Excellent question, Daisy. Fantastic
Yes.
question. Good. So that is what my job. All right. That is exactly what my job is in my current role. Whenever a customer comes to me and asks for a solution, I will say, okay, instead of doing on-prem, why don't we do a cloud solution, right? When I say that, or when I propose that I'm going to give a cloud solution, first of all, I need to ensure that the solution that I'm going to get from the a cloud service provider, CSP we call, right? Whether it's AWS or Azure or Google Cloud or whoever it is. First of all, we go and validate whether the solution, for example, if I have to go and spin a virtual machine in the AWS, I need to ensure that how safety they are, right? Are they safe from any sort of intruders, any sort of attacks? All right. How do I ensure that? Right. I challenge the cloud service provider to give me all the data points, all the proof points that particular environment that will be made available for me is 100% foolproof, absolutely no challenges, no issues. Then I go on to deliver. I don't stop there, right? I am responsible for providing a sustainable safety solution, as you rightly said, Daisy. Then what happens? I go and engage a third-party auditor to do the regular assessment of the solution that I have delivered. Right? That is what I said. It is not about one time I got the project from the customer, delivered and walked out. No, not like that. It is all about continuously, constantly ensuring that is it sustainable, is it safety. All right. For that, I make use of all those audits, all those precaution measures, complaints checklist and ensure that the solution is safe and secure. Okay, someone has asked a question, is 100% security possible? Yes, 100% security is possible. Otherwise, the world cannot run, right? When I say 100% security possible, it's very simple. Please keep this in mind. It is not about Microsoft or Amazon's responsibility to ensure security. Security is always a joint responsibility. Security is achieved only through collaboration, right? So both the servicing organization as well as the performing organization. Performing organization is the company, servicing organization may be my company. Both of us are responsible for the security. Okay. Even then, if something happens, that is where the resiliency comes into picture. That is where the agility comes into picture. How soon I can bounce back? Okay, as you rightly said, now I would have taken care of everything, but still some new vulnerability would have come. I would say I'm 100% secure, right? And we also say that I want to have 99.99999 99.69% availability, right? One end I say I want to have 100% secure system. On the other end I say 99.69 availability, right? It is like having the cake and eat it too, right? That is like that. Then what do you do? That is where you have to follow the various steps and strategies that I mentioned. Even then something happens, how soon I can bounce back, how soon I can recover from the losses, how much I can avoid the damage. If you have standard security policies, security protocols, security procedures, then it will help you to avoid those security aspects. Yes, there are now multiple malware solutions available. I will share the list. Now I have to ensure that they are the right ones before I share. I will tell you. There are definitely good number of open source malwares available. Okay, next.
Hi Nelson, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm able to hear you, sir.
Yeah, this is Dr. Premanand. I would like to ask three questions which related to multi-factor authentication.
Yes, sir.
Because when we have a logging on two times, sometimes it happens for a mobile and it also asks for some other second factor of authentication. So what it is your recommendation of balancing a user convenience, and the security when you're trying to deploy the multifunctional, multi-factor authentication? And I have another question. That is my first question. And the other question is, uh, there are there are certain people who will be having high-profile cases where multi-factor authentication was either been absent or bypassed. What can be the lesson that we need to learn? And the third thing is how AI plays the major role on enhancing the multi-factor analytics authentication. These three questions, but it's all connected to a first question, second question, and third question. I wanted to expect that you can make it into one answer or one solution for all three questions.
Brilliant, sir. That's a fantastic question. Thanks for asking that. MFA is the thing happening today, and it is mandatory, sir. I would say
Okay.
without MFA, you should not have any production systems accessed. Let me make
Okay.
it very simple. It's very, very simple. Without MFA, no production system should be accessed. Okay. Now I give you examples. In the corporates, we have something called SSO, single sign-on, right? Even at the single sign-on, right? If I have to access a production system, the multi-factor authentication that we have set up is I have to get a notification on my mobile. I have to authenticate this, then only I can access. Right?
Understood.
And there are multi-factor authentication done. It's not mobile. You can have it in the laptop also, right? The authenticator, we call that as. Those softwares can be there that will give a token and you can go and update. And there are, even today, sir, I can tell you there are physical tokens still available. They don't believe anything on mobile, anything on software. They are still on kind of a token. And sometimes they say that you have to physically now put that token, then only that will be authenticated. So
Okay.
the answer, simplest answer is multi-factor authentication is mandatory if you are accessing any production live system. Okay. And the second question is, High profile users now don't use. Okay, that's a challenge. The most of the attacks are happening at that level. Okay, somewhere at the level we compromise. That's what I was studying. It has to be a culture. We say that okay, he is a system admin, he will not make any mistake. Let me remove the multi-factor authentication for him. You never know what that maybe some bad day, some tough time, you might have made a mistake. That is why we ensure that the multi-factor authentication should be there for everyone, even for the VIP and VVIP users, if I want to put it that
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
And another important thing, sir, in this multi-factor authentication MFAs, every transaction is recorded, sir, either in the
Okay.
mobile or in the server or in the your cloud. It is recorded, so you will know. Let's assume that my company trusts me. My company has given me some access. They have given me a system. They have configured my mobile to authenticate. What if I go and give this to someone else? Right? Now I can't escape saying, oh, I did not use, someone else use. Very famous thing happening in the social media. Somebody comes and say, oh, someone hacked me, hacked my account. After posting all those things, after getting the backfire, they said, oh, someone
Yeah.
posted, right? That's not possible. In any of the IT organizations today, you can't access even your mobile without the multi-factor authentication. I will go to one more extent, sir. For example, let us say I work with multiple companies, right? The day I come out of the organization, when my last working day is applied in the system, the next day, entire mail data, MS Office data will be wiped out of from my system. It goes as an
Oh,
evaporation. Yeah. It's the same phone I'm using. This is the third company I have joined. The third company using my official mail from my phone. The
okay.
day I resign from the organization, the sense I come out of it, that day exactly at 12 a.m., it will be wiped off.
Oh, okay.
That is the level of security, and that is the level of again I would say sustainable solution. Because when I was in Capgemini, I was using Outlook. When I was in Tech Mahindra, I'm using Outlook. Now I am in Bhavan Cybertech, I'm using the Outlook. How do they ensure that through Bhavan Cybertech I'm not accessing Tech Mahindra mail, or from Tech Mahindra I'm not accessing Capgemini mail? That is where the industry is spending lots of time. And come to the last question, sir, AI. Yes, the AIs play a major role, sir. For example, sometimes when I travel outside the country, I try to log into my banking system. I'm just giving an example. Bank will automatically trigger a multi-factor authentication
Okay.
because it determines that Nelson has traveled from India to London, but he is having the right username password and he is accessing his bank account from London. But how do they ensure that it's only me? Right?
Ah,
They trigger a multi-factor authentication. There they will ask me to enter a number that will be shown in my mobile, or they will ask me to enter the digits mentioned in my debit card backside. Now you can't say that, oh, it is not me. You can't say that someone was having your user ID, your password, your mobile, your debit card. That is not possible, right? These are all the examples of multi-factor authentication, and these are all done through the AI agents. AI robots will automatically trigger them. There is no one sitting and doing it. This is an example, explanation example, sir. MFA is must, sir.
yeah.
Excuse
Thank
me,
you.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks. My pleasure, sir. Yeah, please go.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead, madam.
Sir, what advice would you give to young professionals planning to specialize in sustainability and safety, sir?
Very good. Good question, madam.
Thank you.
As basic as your programming, style, right?
Okay.
I go to the bottom of the pyramid, right? The
Okay.
programming aspects, the programming style, the logic that we follow, the algorithms that you use them very, very effectively. That starts from there, and then you look at all the various pillars that I talked about, right? How do I ensure that my solution is sustainable? My solution is security. For example, let us assume that now I am going to deliver a banking solution, right? How do I ensure that it is a safety solution? As Dr. Premanand said, can I have a multi-factor authentication enabled for such solutions, right? Why should I use on-prem? Because it is going to be energy heavy consumption. Okay, we call that as energy vampires and energy guzzlers, right? They will consume lots of energy. Can I look at the cloud solutions? Again, go to the next level. How can I use the reusable assets, the various libraries available in the product, in the platform? Okay, can I build reusable assets? Do I need to every time authenticate a particular thing, validate a certain things? Is there a way that I can use the OOPS concept, right? Can I do modular programming? Next level. And then you go to the next level saying that, am I using the right cyber security protocols, solutions, tools, and frameworks? Very simple. You follow DevSecOps, okay? Continuous implementation, continuous development, deployment, continuous testing, right? And also continuous monitoring, right? Every time somebody is coming and accessing my website, every time somebody is using my mobile app, every time somebody is using a particular function in the website, function in the portal, on the app, what are the safety measures I'm using, right? If it is a static portal, no need to have heavy security protocols. You have a bare minimum. If it is a transaction, if you are going to do any transactions with money involved, with the personal data involved, am I using the right payment gateway? Am I compromising that with some kind of loopholes, bypassing? Because I want to somehow release this portal, release this app, release this solution, so I will compromise on the security aspects and go and release. Don't do that. That is the next level. And the highest level, as I told you, keep enhancing yourself, keep learning, keep understanding about the security aspects. For example, I give a classic example, right? Today, everyone is using LLMs, ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Gemini, or whatever it is, right? People use that very, very extensively for writing programs and all those things. That has got a biggest danger. The student community need to understand. The student community need to understand. I give you a live example, right? For one of our customers in my earlier organization, for one of our customers, we had a software, we had a platform through which a particular solution was built. Some of that platform is not accessible now. Some of that platform is not usable now. One of the support analysts went and asked this question to ChatGPT. It gave a code. That software is not available. That platform is not available, but it gave a code. And if you would have put that in the system, production system, it would have now brought down the entire network, because the large language model or the ChatGPT hallucinates. It assumes. It cooks up story and then come and put it something. We talk about Copilot. We talk about all these coding assistants, AI agents. Please use them responsibly. What I told is a live example. Whichever students are listening to me now, please keep that in mind. Because when you get the code from the public domain through Google Gemini or OpenAI ChatGPT, please read through them clearly, because they can compromise, right? You may be thinking that I have built a foolproof solution and my website is highly secured. It has got multi-factor authentication. It has got highest security protocols and all those things. But then when you get the code, that code will introduce a vulnerability. You go and deploy, boom, you are gone. So that is the next level. So you need to have constant enablement. You should constantly learn the various security aspects, advancements happening in the industry. There are lots of cybersecurity professionals. If you want, I can get some of the best cybersecurity professionals to come and take a session for you exclusively on cybersecurity alone. They will go at the layer to layer, at network layer, what I need to do, at the data layer, what I need to do, at the app layer, what I need to do, right? At the middleware layer, what I need to do, at the UI, UX, CX layer, what I need to do. All those cybersecurity aspects are there. My request, my advice to the student community is, please be aware of it, right? There are vulnerability. You remember that slide that I showed, that SBI slide, very famous one. These are the challenges that we are facing, right? So you need to ensure that you understand, okay? The security can be compromised at any level. You might have studied about the 7 layers of network and all those things. Any layer it can happen. You don't think that now they have to come to your website. I'm sure you might have seen this kind of stories. You give your mobile to a stranger for 2 minutes, you are done. I have seen it on my own eyes. In one of the cybersecurity conference, that person asked for the other person's mobile to be handed over to him for 2 minutes. I was there. We were all sitting in front of us. He demonstrated. He gave the phone only for 2 minutes. All of us started getting messages from that particular person. He started sending his photos, pictures, and all those things. Imagine, just 120 seconds, he was able to access a complete mobile. These are the challenges, threats that we face. But then, as I said, if you have the security as a culture, if you understand the impacts, understand the damage that it can cause, and if you ensure that every walk of your life you follow the standards, strategy, definitely you will be able to give a right solution. Because I started with the same statement, right? The advancements are happening, the disruptions are happening. You can't live in a siloed world and saying that, oh, Nelson talked about all those things, I am really scared now, I will switch off my mobile, I will switch off my laptop, I will switch off everyone and go and live in a stone age. That is not possible, right? You have to live in the world. For a normal citizens to live in the world, they need to use mobile. Forget about smartphone. At least some sort of mobile should be used. Even a normal phone can be hacked. Even a normal phone can be hacked, even when the phone is switched off. So that's what I was a long answer, but that's what I want to tell, madam. Thanks for asking that question.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your answer, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
So, what role do international collaborations and partnerships play in creating sustainable and universally applicable cybersecurity strategies, sir?
Brilliant, madam. Brilliant questions. Amazing question. I think this is the time. This is the time that level of collaboration has to reach highest maturity, right? This is the time, I would say, the collaboration, because we are talking about cross-border transactions, right? Cross-border transactions means sitting here, I can access a server in the US, sitting here, I can access a server in the Middle East, sitting here, I can access a server in the European country, right? How do we ensure that the entire journey is highly secured, right? That is what I said when I was answering to Dr. Premanand's question. There are multiple aspects needs to be done. It has to start from the individuals, madam. The individuals have to be responsible, right? As an individual, Nelson, as a citizen of this country, as an employee of the organization, as a family member of this family, how responsible I am. That is the lowest level. Next is the government agencies, right? Government agencies need to ensure that the policies and the protocols are made available to everyone. In today's world, it is so easy to share the information. It is so easy to make them accessible to everyone. That is number 2. Number 3, today in 2025, we are living in a level playing field. Everyone is same, right? Because now when I was doing my undergraduation or when I was doing my post-graduation, I never had such kind of opportunities to listen through this kind of webinars or this kind of symposiums and sessions. It's not possible, right? Today, we are in a level playing field where everyone has now equal access to the knowledge. I'm not talking about the money. I'm talking about the knowledge. So to ensure that the governments have to come forward and they need to ensure that we are taking care of the security aspects. And that is where, madam, we are talking about GDPR and our Digital Data Privacy Act and all those things are coming. It is between company to company. Sorry, it is not just with the company to company. It is government to government, right? Today, the passport thing, my information is available with any other, border security forces in the world. The data is shared. So to answer your question, 1, the collaboration has to be at the highest maturity, number 1. Number 2, the individuals need to be highly responsible. Number 3, the government agencies should make all those policies and protocols available, made accessible to all. At the same time, it should not be choking. right? I can't now, because I'm living in a particular part of the world, I can't have stricter measures, security protocols, and a kind of hurdles, while others are enjoying a better ecosystem, sophisticated policies. No, that is where these things will fall through cracks. That is what I said. We are living in level playing field. Everything should be accessible to everyone. If it is happening, then it is 100% possible that we will live in a highly secured, sustainable world. Again, there are certain set of people who make their living by troubling others, right? By attacking others, by intruding others' privacy. We need to be very, very vigilant about it. I am sure I will tell one last story. I think we are hitting the time. One last story I want to tell. I'm sure you all might have listened to this or heard this from one of your friends or somewhere. There was a legitimate transfer of $750 million happened from one company to another bank account. It's a company, corporation, right? It's a big enterprise, big company. A $750 million worth of transaction happened, and they figured it out. This transaction is a scam. It's a big corporate in the Western world, okay, and they saw the transaction. It was authorized by nothing but the CFO, Chief Financial Officer himself has logged in, and he himself has authenticated the transaction. Here is the story. A call happened like this. Okay. Now I see some 70, 80 people are there in the call, right? Likewise, there were some 5 people there in the call. They said there is an urgent emergency call that the CFO has called. So the CFO, the finance head, another function head, another department head, procurement head, some 5 people were there. They said, we have to make this payment in order to run the services from tomorrow. Otherwise, the partner, the supplier or vendor is going to cut down the services. The call happened, the CFO authorized, and on the go, the payment was done. Only thing is, the CFO was not the actual CFO. It was an avatar, AI agent. This level of security breaches, this level of scams and spams are happening. We need to be highly, highly responsible. And I would tell one more thing, because I know some of the students are there. They are very young. First thing that you need to understand is, don't get frightened about anything. Don't worry about anything if you have not done anything wrong. Right? Don't worry about anything. Don't have any fear. If someone comes and tells you that, no, we are going to do this to you, we have access to your mobile, we have access to your mail, you have access to your bank account, I know that you have done this wrong, you have done this crime, don't worry about anything. Okay? That call may be so legitimate, such a way that your brother must be talking, your mother, your dad, your grandfather, your uncle. It may be so legitimate. The voice, the face, all those things may be so legitimate. Still, if you have even a 0.00001% of doubt, and if you have not done any mistake, if you have not done anything wrong, don't entertain the calls. You can always disconnect the call and try to reach out to someone who was not part of that call, who was not part of that a conversation. Try to reach out and figure it out what is going on. Right? Today, I see that lots of places the students are scammed because they kind of get into a zone of fear zone. They get frightened. They are afraid because they are students young. They don't understand now how legitimate it can be done. I gave an example. CFO, best of the best, one of the best companies. That a CFO must be an MBA finance from a reputed Ivy League college, right? But still that company has gone through because he was not part of that conversation. It was an AI agent, AI avatar. So students, you stay safe. I encourage you to use all sorts of technology. I encourage you to use all sorts of accesses and privileges given to you, but use it for right purpose, because you never know who is watching you. The moment you are online, you will never know who is watching you. Giving you a classic example, after the call, if you are in front of your mobile, go and check Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or anywhere, you will see all the advertisements related to cybersecurity. Okay, your phone must be listening to all the conversation that we are having now. You may be thinking that, yeah, my phone is there, I'm only logged in from the laptop or a desktop, but still the phone must be listening to all the conversation and all the discussion that we had. That is the level of now world that we are living in. But you no need to worry about anything. You no need to be frightened about anything. As long as you have not done anything wrong, the systems are there, the government is there, the public services department is there, the police, legal, all those functions are there to safeguard you. You no need to worry about anything. That one message that I want to tell. Okay, I will stop here for any questions and comments.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
I'm Shweta, sir.
Yeah.
My question is, what are the latest trends influencing sustainable practices in IT sector, sir?
Oh, very good question. Yeah. Okay. It all starts from your fancy AI, artificial intelligence, because as I told you, the major threat is coming from these AI advancements, right? Major threat is coming from AI advancements. So you need to have good knowledge, expertise, and know-hows before using any AI technology. It could be using large language models, or it could be using any of the neural networks, or it could be using any of the machine learning model. Whatever it is, you need to be really clear whether they are the right solutions for you. Again, I am a technology person. I wouldn't say that you have to use AI for everything. May not be required. Because it is easily available, it is not that I have to use. I have to find the right business case. I have to find the right justification for using any technology. So please challenge yourself before using any cutting edge emerging technologies to ensure that you are not compromising on the safety. Yeah, you can start from there, and then whatever I said, just kind of go through that, kind of replay in your mind. You will get the answer. Yeah. If you want to get connected with me, I am on the same name in LinkedIn. You can search me, Nelson Kulanderaj. You can find out, and then you can get in connect with me through LinkedIn. I am very active on LinkedIn, though I am there in other social medias like Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, just to catch up with the Gen Z, Alpha, Beta, whatever community we have, youngsters. I'm in all the other social media, but then I'm very active on LinkedIn. You can get in connected with me, and then if you have any questions, anything, not just about the cybersecurity, sustainability, and safety IT measures, if you want to know anything about the industry IT, feel free to reach out to me. Yeah. Any other questions? Any comments? Okay. Once again, thank you very much. It's a wonderful audience, very engaging audience. I loved interacting with all of you. My only request is take this as a journey, right? For the students, for the faculty, please take this as a journey. Keep talking about it. Keep journaling about it. Keep refreshing these thoughts, and it is our responsibility to ensure that we leave a planet that is sustainable for our children, grandchildren, and the generations to come. And once again, wishing you, the college teams, the event committee, and also the team behind this wonderful event, Dr. Saraswati Madam and Dr. Ratnavali Madam, and all the university teaching and non-teaching members for having this wonderful conversation. Thank you very much. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, sir. May I request the audience to switch on the camera so that we can take a picture with Mr. Nelson. All of you, please switch on your cameras. Shweta, Premanand sir.
This is real, sir. This is not AI thing, so you can all come on video.
Daisy, it's okay if you are in your casual dress. It's perfectly fine.
It's okay. Yeah.
Ratnavali ma'am, please switch on your camera.
She's already there.
So only if you switch on your camera, we can take a picture, please. Shweta, Daisy. Premanand sir. Malaipan sir. Brinda ma'am. Anita ma'am. Shobana ma'am. Sanashekar sir, please switch on your cameras. Shweta, please ask Daisy to switch on the camera, ma'am. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Few minutes.
It's okay, ma'am. It's okay.
I humbly request all of you to switch on the cameras.
One of the important things I tell all the students is, be brave enough to come on video. Yeah, it's good. You should be that's the first thing, right? When you come to the corporate world, then you have to face interviews and group discussions. You need to be on video, right? So yeah, please gather the courage to be on video. I have been on video for last 7 years. Before that, it was all in person. Yeah. Okay.
Ratnavali ma'am, can you please ask somebody to take a picture?
No, ma'am, show your face, please.
Sir, can you share your PPT, sir?
Yeah, I can. I have already sent it
It was
to
with me. Once the FDP is over, I'll compile it and share it.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. So can we click? Yes, Daisy, please on. Switch it on.
Yeah. You all should be very good. Take a screenshot and all. You people are now. I know that because I live with such kind of people at my home as well, so I know.
Ma'am, can Ratnavali ma'am, done ma'am? Picture taken ma'am?
She's on mute.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Awesome lecture, sir.
Both of you looking so good.
Thank you. Thank you,
You are
ma'am.
welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Nelson, sir, looks very young. Ratnavali ma'am told me that you have a daughter who goes to work.
She's always talking about his fitness and energetic speech.
Ma'am, don't reveal the secret. You'll get angry then.
Thank you.
Always very active.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Happy evening, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Okay, we can take a 10 minutes break and join by 7:30. Please, all of you, I request all of you to join at the earliest. And because the admins are finding it difficult to admit people throughout the FDP, as we are doing a recording, it reflects badly on the attendance sheet. So I humbly request all of you to come live again by 7:30. The guests will be there for the next session. Thank you.